What is going on, folk? It's NimbleThor here, and let's just be honest for a sec. Haven't we all really, deep down, wanted to be a military panda? I think that's a question that this game called Bad to Bad Delta tries to answer. It's an arcade defense game that is offline playable as well, just as the game we played just yesterday. Now, the translation in this game isn't perfect, so you might see some like quirky English here and there. But the game is rather enjoyable with its, I think, around 96 different campaign missions and a bunch of different difficulty levels as well if you find the game too easy, and over 60 different types of units. So really what we have to do here is to defend our, well, not our base, but to defend our main hero here. And the way we do that is that we fight down the players that want towards us, right? The enemies that want towards us. And in the end, we have to get to the enemy base, which in this game is shown by a dog in this case, but a character standing there on the other side. And if we take that guy out, we will have actually defeated their base and we will have won this mission here. So these types of games often remind me of the Age of War games. Do you guys remember those? You played them in the browser back in the day. I loved those games. I played so many of those types of games, and I even played the Age of War game many times. And I said games because there are a couple of different versions of it. I think there's like a Game of War, or Age of War 1, Age of War 2, Age of War 3 maybe. And even if I remember correctly, I think some of them are even out on Android or on smartphones. I'm not entirely sure on that. Actually, let me check up on that and let you guys know down in the comment section down below. Or if I forgot, maybe one of you guys will know and you can let me know down there. In terms of the monetization of this game, by the way, it really comes down to ads being shown after every other level or so. Not after every level, but every once in a while. But we can instantly skip those videos if we want to. And we can also remove all ads for just a $2 in-app purchase. So the monetization really overall is rather laid back with just a $2 in-app purchase to remove those. Well, there are other in-app purchases actually, to be fair, but those are really just there if you want to support the game, I feel like, because they have to do with, like, you get double XP. So if you feel like that's something you really need, which I don't think it is, but if that's something you really want to have, then you can definitely go in there and buy that in-app purchase. And that in-app purchase to get that double XP is rather expensive. I think it's around $10. But to be fair, you can also buy that in-app purchase through in-game currency, actually, so you don't have to spend actual real-life money on it. You can just grind forever, seemingly. I think like it requires a lot of in-game currency, but you can actually buy it through in-game currency. And in the end, I think that's what matters. So those in-app purchases are only there if you want to really support the developers. Now, as you guys can see, we get the option to also watch an ad, and now if we click return instead of watching that, which, I mean, we do get 3 times the rewards that we got from this level here by watching that ad. So typically I would watch this ad, but this time I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna go back and return to the main menu here. And we didn't see any ad here, which is nice. So I actually didn't even get to show you guys one of the other core systems in this game, which is that we have these backup characters here that we can deploy in-game if we are just about to die on our main character, or if we run out of ammo or something like that. Obviously, the strategic part of the game is to deploy these units over here. It's even called strategy, right? So the strategy tab is to choose when to deploy these different types of vehicles here as we get them down on the bar. We kind of see sort of like a Clash Royale system where we have these different cards that pop up, and we can use them in-game, as you guys probably saw before. We also have tanks over here, and we can upgrade each of these different units, and we can unlock new ones. So this one is 8 billion of this Bay currency here. We don't have enough to do that just yet. We can go in here and upgrade one of the other ones, though, so I feel like I probably want to go in and upgrade. Where is it? It's actually this one that has already been deployed. I want to upgrade that one because it's probably going to take some time before we have enough for this one. So I'm going to upgrade it, and let's see what sort of change that did. Only 1 extra HP? What? That's nearly nothing. Let's try upgrading again, though. And again, really? It's only going to change the HP and very, very little. That's kind of frustrating. Huh. Alright, let's just go into one more level then. We have here stage 13 on the easy difficulty level. By the way, I'm still playing on the easy difficulty level, although I do feel like maybe that's becoming too easy at this point. So after this one, we'll probably try going up to the normal difficulty level. I read in the reviews of this game that many people seem to find the game actually rather difficult, so I think later on it will start to become really, really difficult. And that, of course, means that you have to probably spend more of this in-game currency here on upgrading. But really, I don't see this game being all too much pay to win. Obviously, I mean, if you buy those upgrades so you level quicker, you, I guess, will have an advantage. But it's not really going to make that big of a difference in the end. In the end, this is a rather, grindy game. You're just going to play through these different missions here, and there are quite a few of them. And then all you can really do is change the difficulty level if you want to play them over, I guess. I don't even know if you can actually go in there and play these levels over and over again. That would be interesting to find out. But overall, a pretty fun game, and it does throw me back to the good old browser gaming days. You guys know that I love those days. Did you see that, guys? Because we collected 3 of the same type of units down there in the bottom in our skill bar here, or in our cards bar, whatever we're gonna call it. They then threw together, or they joined together, whatever we are gonna call that. It's kind of difficult to explain. When you have 3 of them beside each other, you actually get an elite unit that you can then deploy. And that's the one we're seeing right here, right now. I think we can actually go for it now. I think so. Like, if we have enough ammo on our gun here, we should be able to deal a lot of damage on this guy. And if we just keep pushing... No, our elite unit is actually losing health too quickly, it seems. Oh man. Okay, this is definitely more difficult than the one we played before. We can choose to get an airstrike in, but I think that's gonna cost us, if I remember correctly. We can also very, very soon get our backup call, so we can deploy that other character. You can see it in the top left corner. It's 86% ready now. Want to throw a few grenades here, and I'm probably just gonna run back, because right now we need a bit of backup to really do a great push here in this, well, I was gonna call it lane. I guess you could call it a lane, but it's the only lane, really. So now, what do we want to do? Do we want to deploy those two? Oh, I definitely want to deploy this one called M1126. It's really great. So we're deploying that one, and we need a bit of backup here. So we're probably gonna deploy... What are we gonna do here, guys? We want to deploy just this unit and then just use some grenades. No, I don't... There's a suicide guy. Oh, and now there's even a helicopter. We don't have the helicopters yet, by the way. We can upgrade them later on, but they haven't been unlocked by the game just yet. Oh, whoa, we were really close to dying there. Did you guys see that? I think it's time maybe to get in our backup call here. Let's see if he can do a better job than this other unit, or this other hero that we used before. It does seem like he's taking out the helicopter rather quickly, and now also these other units. Is that their main guy all the way up here? I think it actually is. So we want to, what do we want to do here? We want to do a strong push, so I guess we want to save up a bit. There we go, we got the elite tank once again. So we're going to use that one. Now he's on the withdrawal over there, the opponent unit. So we want, what do we want to do? I really want to get yes, these cars. Those were the ones I wanted to get. So let's deploy those real quick, because this one doesn't seem to have a whole lot of HP, honestly. The tank we're using right now, by our side right now. So with the other one, with this HMMWV, that one is way stronger, so we actually won here. Nice. We won stage 13, and we got 800 million Bay, which is the currency, the in-game currency. Why these insane numbers? I don't really know. Maybe the developers thought that it was just fun, I guess. And now it looks like we unlocked the attack helicopter. Let's go in here and have a look at it. Seems nice. What about this next one, though? Seems like it's way better, but it is going to cost 20 billion to unlock. So it is going to take a bit of time before we have that much. But that's about it for the game, though. We have these different types of campaigns here. We have the campaign Delta, we have the campaign Bayo, and we have a hero mode, hero versus heroes, nightmare mode, not exactly sure about that one yet, and then we have a hunt mode and an alpha mode. So there's definitely a lot of content to this game, which is rather surprising since it is an indie game made by a rather small team, if I understood it correctly. One last thing I just want to quickly mention is that we can actually also go in and upgrade our weapon. That's one thing I didn't talk about, but as you look at our main hero here, you guys can see that we have some extra HP because of the easy mode, and then we also have some extra HP, some extra damage because I upgraded it quite a bit. It's combat level 6 right now, but we can also go in and upgrade the weapon, and if we do that, as you guys can see, wait, okay, so it didn't change too much. It looks like we just got one extra magazine, and maybe it changes so we deal a bit more damage, but it's not too much overall. So I wouldn't care too much about the damage in the beginning. I just wanted to, like, if I were you guys, I would recruit one of the better heroes, such as, for example, this one. Really strong with a shotgun, by the way. Or this guy over here. 2 trillion, though? That's, wow, that's gonna take some time. That's gonna take a lot of time to earn that much. We can also buy it for $2 though. So I guess that's one of the other in-app purchases that I actually didn't even notice because it wasn't in the store. It was just hidden in here among these units, of which there are quite a few actually. Let's look at the most expensive one. This one over here. Okay, so the most expensive ones seem to cost 2 trillion or $2 if you wanna get them. Oh, some of them are even more. Oh, okay, 5 trillion. I thought that this guy over here, this guy was the same as this guy, but I see it's not the same though. This one's called Red Panda, so it's not the same. Look at this guy. Look at these guys. They seem really nice. I do want to try them eventually, but I think earning 5 trillion is just about unrealistic, honestly. So those ones you probably do have to buy through in-app purchases. So what do you guys think about this type of game? It's sort of a mix between an action defense game, and then it also has this strategic element of you deploying these units at the correct time and figuring out which ones you want to upgrade. What do you think about it? Do let me know down in the comment section down below. I have left the download links in the description box, as I always do, so if you do want to go check it out, just head down there. Right now it's out both on Android and iOS. So with that said, guys, I just want to thank you for sticking around till the end of this video, and thank you so much for, helping out, for every like, for every share of this video. It all helps, and it helps to grow this awesome community of people who just love playing mobile games, and I'm so humbled by the growth that this channel has seen. It already over 2,600 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. I love interacting with you, so head down to the comment section and let me know what you think about this game, and until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.